hope she's doing okay. She's not calling me any less. But it is, Yeah, that's what it is. Guardians baseball off until Friday. Of course, it's the All-Star game tonight in Seattle. Only one of your Guardians is an All-Star, Jose Ramirez. Jose. And they'll be back to play on Friday night in Texas against the Rangers. They won't be back here until the 21st. That'll be a Friday game against the Phillies. I'll have tickets for you the remainder of the week for the game on the 25th when they will be playing the Kansas City Royals. Boy, they're playing the Royals a lot.
I was going to say.
Played them in Kansas City, then played them here. I'm going to play them here again. They must really like hanging out with those Kansas City Royals.
I think that's the last series.
They must really
used to play them more.
Did they?
Yeah. But we don't play people within our division as much anymore. They changed that this year.
Well, yeah.
You didn't know that.
Bill, please.
You knew so much about the draft yesterday.
Joe
Why don't you talk about that more?
I'll go when the White Sox are in town. Thank you very much. We have a lot of Bureau Chiefs in the great city of Nashville, Tennessee. I've never been, but I've heard it's great. Mary's been.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Right?
Love it.
We have a lot. We are very represented in Nashville. We have Aaron and Nate and Dan and Joey and Kyle and on and on and on. Now, South Suburban Nashville, Tennessee it's not a small town. It's a town called Franklin. Might have heard of it. Franklin, Tennessee.
Franklin.
There is a soccer coach there who is now in a lot of trouble. A very popular soccer coach there in Franklin, Tennessee. He was coaching, I think, junior high or high school for 20 years.
Ooh.
A guy named Camilo Campos. He's 63 years old, a very highly regarded local soccer coach. He left his cell phone at a restaurant. And the employees were like, oh, this guy left his phone. Let's unlock it and see if we can find some information and we can get him back his phone. Well, they found hundreds of videos of him raping unconscious boys over the course of 20 years.
What? Wow.
And so now...
That's saved to the cloud.
Nobody wants anyone touching their phone. How are you unlocking a person's phone?
Unless it didn't have a passcode on it.
You have this on your phone and you don't have a passcode on it?
I don't know, man.
Ooh.
He's like, I don't know how to work that technology. Oh.
The police were contacted by the restaurant.
Well,
They said, yeah. They found hundreds of pictures and videos of unconscious boys between the ages of 9 and 17 that he had collected over the course. Sounds like it. That he had collected over the course of his 2-decade-long coaching career. He used his position to lure boys to his home. During off hours, he frequented nearby school playgrounds. In the neighborhoods where he lived, he recruited them as players on his team, and then he would get them to his house where he drugged them and raped them.
And I don't want to sound insensitive when I say this.
How did they not know when they woke up that something happened?
How did for decades, no one said anything?
That's a really good question, man.
And I know hundreds.
Well, that's not necessarily hundreds of boys. It's
hundreds of
videos.
pictures and videos.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there weren't whispers. I understand them not saying anything to authority because of shame or whatever. They don't want to get in trouble or, whatever, however it goes.
But yeah, you
like
think
the fact
this
that
would got
they're
out.
People
yeah.
would say about that coach, like, oh, I don't want to, be under that coach's, direction.
So those,
I don't want to work for him or
there's
whatever.
A good chance he was doing this for a long time before he was filming it and putting it on his phone, too. So there's probably a lot. Oh, that's just disgusting.
Police say some of the victims appeared to be so out of it they might not even realize what had been done to them, which is what you have to assume. But in the immediate, at least 10 victims have come forward. and said that this is what was going on.
That's so gross, dude.
It is. I mean,
like that is
that is so gross.
Well, I just don't even have words for it. That is just beyond. Now, you're already doing this stuff, and you're leaving an evidence trail just so you can just get your rocks off. That's a sickness. Like, that is gross.
It's really gross. Anyway, there you go.
This has been the Alan Cox Show, pandering to soccer fans.
About that.
Yeah, it's a rough.
He was a soccer coach. People love soccer.
He was pandering, but it wasn't soccer.
American football coach.
Football.
American football coach got in trouble. Your alma mater. They fired that guy.
Yeah, because they were like putting pool cues up their asses or something. Or,
Well, they were doing
I don't get all this homoerotic hazing in college sports.
Imagine.
I
So
don't get it.
what they were doing was a thing called running, which I guess is if you messed up in practice, they would put you in a room and then everybody would dry hump you as like a punishment of hazing.
What?
I just for a while, I don't know.
Went to the wrong
But
school.
imagine doing that and like you get to a Big Ten school, Division I, and you're 2-9, and you get dry humped.
Yeah.
For a 2-9 team.
It's not a school that's ever been known for its sports programs. I mean, the football team accidentally got good like a season after I left, but they always sucked.
They a few years ago they had an okay season, but
I don't pay attention to.
Right.
See, and this is stuff that I think about in like my fantasy. I'm like, I want to join a fraternity because, I'm sure all the homoerotic stuff happens in there. And I think that, but the more and more I hear about that, it's not true. I thought it was like, no, that's not true. But when you hear stuff like this, I was like, no, I should have joined the football team. That's the gay part. Like all the sports athletes, all of them.
All the sports athletes.
Yeah, all the stuff they do, very gay. The
Again,
ass slapping, the
but-
jock straps.
Right, but this is also like under the auspices of a grown man who's the coach of the team.
And he was saying that he had no idea about it, but it's
that's what they always say. But then
How could you have no idea?
You're either lying or the school thinks you're not doing your job. So neither one of those is good.
If you
Also, what is with why are they? Why is this the punishment? Why the homoerotic hazing?
I don't know.
I
Something
don't
to be
get it.
ashamed of, I guess. Like, you got humped by everyone on the team.
But if it's part
Well, why
of
do you
the,
want to participate in that?
right, if it's
Right.
part of the process,
Like if I'm in a situation and people are like, oh,
Do this or
even if I'm not the one getting humped, I don't want to go into the room and hump some dude and be like, hey, yeah,
Got
take that, dude.
we all had to do it. You got to do it. That's
Like,
probably what it's
That's why I'm not a
tradition.
good teamate. Like I'm not a team player. Like I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do the.
oh, you're too good to dry hump your teammate?
Yeah, I am. Not feeling it.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. But I don't pay that much attention to it.
It was just big breaking news last night.
Well, yeah, because initially they had said that they were going to suspend the coach for like a week. And then they were like, well, it might be longer than that. But the more you read about it, you're like, this guy's out. They're not going to keep him. Because again, you either have to lie or tell the truth. And the school goes, oh, you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
We can't have a guy in there who doesn't know what's going on if that's what you're telling us. It all happened under your nose and you had no idea? These guys that practice with you every day, you had no clue.
But people are good at keeping secrets. They didn't have to tell the coach.
Yeah, but again, they won't tell the coach. They'll tell somebody else, and then word gets around, and it comes back to the coach.
Yeah.
Or, so you can't keep something like that.
In 2023 too, like
You got a whole pile.
there is something to be said about like building up some sort of camaraderie, putting rookies or underclassmen through something. But the homoerotic stuff,
It's just
I don't
weird.
but
understand.
that's the only thing that will embarrass them, really.
But why does it got to be embarrassing and not just like, all right, you got to carry. You got to clean up all the pads or something like
Right.
that.
You
Like,
got to
real
eat these
simple
raw
stuff.
eggs. And,
Right.
Yeah.
But
It's always gay stuff.
Makes me giggle.
Yeah, I heard that. I recognized your voice.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Just coming from living in a house with 5 straight guys, and then me being the only gay one, I just know that type of stuff is frowned upon. It's just embarrassing. Like they would say stuff to me in a joking manner, and then they would say stuff to each other because they knew nothing would ever happen. So I can only think something like that if they were with a group of people and the intent was to embarrass someone. Oh, pull down his pants, or slap him on the ass, or hump him because he's gonna be mortified. That's the only thing I can think of.
But why do you have to mortify somebody?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
I don't know.
Like, what does that have to do with football?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's so. I'm sure it doesn't happen in this capacity at every school, but it's just a very strange thing. That it's always
and then go and the whole excuse is like it's tradition, or I had to go through it, so you got to go through it. Like I don't.
There's a lot of dumb traditions.
I don't like that. Yeah, a lot of dumb traditions.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's like
we're surrounded by dumb
weird.
traditions.
Do you trust us to be a part? This is a family now. It's like your initiation. Like you got to do something to be embarrassed of, so that way, it shows you really want it. I don't know.
Whatever happened to good old making someone drink a gallon of vodka and then locking them in a car trunk until they die?
But they'll do that for
fun. What?
They'll do that for fun.
For fun?
That'll be a drunken night. You make someone drink a bunch.
No, they've hazed people in that way too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more of a frat thing.
Yeah, that's more of a frat thing. I think that's why.
But I mean, sports is just a fraternity, literally.
Yep.
Men's football is just another frat, and so. I think part of it is that people have this misconception that somehow, because we like deify sports, right? Sports takes up way too much room in people's heads as far as priorities go. And so people go, well, how could this? It's a bunch of college dudes.
Right.
Who are...
Obviously wasn't making the team good. They were 2-9 last year.
No,
so it's not like it's like
it wasn't working.
Right. It's not like, oh, this brings us together, makes us one unit, and now we're unstoppable. No, you stop humping in the closet and learn to read a defense.
Yeah, right. All right, guys, a couple of laps, and then we're going to do the closet humping drills, okay?
Coach, I really think we should focus on learning
the pass rush.
Yeah, the pass ruch. Nah, it's
nope.
Humping time.
That's right. You get in there and hump, all right? I want to be 3-9 by next week.
Coach, can I be water boy? Now.
Poundcake, you'll be thrilled because I just got a text from our boss, Rob Anthony, that we're going to do a good old-fashioned dry hump to build camaraderie and morale at Buzzard Fest. So, hey, you know what? If you get what's his face from Bush in there,
Gavin Rossdale,
I'm in.
Me too.
I'm in for that.
That's a handsome man.
I'll let him dry hump me.
I wonder if he remembers me. I got a cute little picture with him the last time I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, hey,
I'm sure he'll remember.
Yeah.
Let's dry hump. Let's dry hump. Let's get real freaky all night till our denim jeans ignite. Let's dry hump. Let's dry hump. If dry humping doesn't hurt, then you ain't dry humping right. Please just take it slow. I don't want to ruin a good thing.
What did you say?
I was gonna say if we're gonna do a dry hump song, I would like to hear Dry Love.
Oh, okay. Our magnum opus.
Wanna take you to new places. Sorry if I cut you with my braces. Wanna get it on till the break of dawn as long as we keep our pants on. Don't wanna turn you into a teen mom, but we can bump and grind with our jeans on. Let's keep it clean, keep it PG-13. Wow, your zipper's kinda pinching my beans. Can you feel my lust against your butt? Can you feel my lust against your butt? Dry love is all I need, but it's not dry anymore when it starts to bleed.
Whoa, what? I think you're doing it wrong if you're getting rug burns all over your dong. I'm a professional when it comes to dry humping, so if you want to get your dry hump on to the Let me kick a little something. Let me kick a little something, huh? Get rid of the jeans with the rivets. They dig into your belly, give your lady friend divots. Stains show up too easy on the khakis. Pros go with the all black trackies. Roll up in the club with a bottle of bub. Too dark for you to see my chub. Rub it up on a girl and then I get to thrusting till my pants look like I spilled the White Russian. Dry love. That's a vodka drink, Mary.
I know. It's similar to a
Mojito.
Screwdriver.
You call that creeping? That ain't creeping. You best get to peeping on my dry hump game, bitch.
Bitch.
When everybody's sleeping, that's when Fat E gets to creeping on the friends of my boyfriend Ian till my butt cheeks get to leaking. I can tell my twerking's working by the feel of your gherkin. When I see a sleeping hottie, I just gotta dry hump his body. I got a fupa, like King Koopa. Can you feel my fupa against your poopa? Dry love is all I need. Gotta get my dry free. Take that, take that, take that. Take that, take that, take that. Dry love is all I need.
Grammy nominated, if I recall, right?
You're robbed.
In 2011, 12,
2013.
13. There you
Yeah,
go.
that was 2013. Stupid Nicki Minaj.
All right. I got to take a break. I want to get the last word in. Shoot me a text, 35192. It'll be another chance for you to grab some money very shortly, closer to 6:30. Next key.